Kevin, we have a caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Wilmer. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Wilmer from New Jersey. What's your question for Kevin?
All right. After the collapse and all this, how many ounces do you think it would take to get an average priced house, or however it's priced in the future, gold or silver?
So that's a really interesting question. I think the way I'd answer that is that, as a general rule, gold holds its value relative to society because we can only increase our total holdings of gold, because of the way mining works, by about 1.5%, maybe 2% per year, which tracks almost perfectly with human productivity. And what that means is, over a very long period of time, 1 ounce gold coin has the same purchasing power it always had, right? So in the Roman Empire, a single ounce gold coin would outfit me with a beautiful handmade pair of sandals, a beautiful cloak, a beautiful, top coat and top cloak. It would outfit, a gentleman quite nicely. And today, a 1 ounce gold coin will buy me a really nice pair of shoes, a great suit, right? So gold tends to hold its value. So what I would tell you, and since housing prices are perfectly correlated to incomes, housing's a commodity, and it can't go much beyond what people can afford, unless you have government interference and manipulated mortgage markets and free money and that sort of thing. And then you'll get anomalies like we have right now. But if you went back and you looked at 1995 trend lines and you just kind of plotted out where housing should be, and then divided that by the number of ounces it would take to buy today, I would say that's pretty much the same number it'll be going forward. There'll be some complexity. There'll be a period of time where gold is more dear than houses. So on balance, I would just hold on to them. If you think about what happened in the Weimar Republic, when you had the complete collapse of the Rentenmark and the Reichsmark, there was a period of time where you could buy an entire city block for a single ounce gold coin. Those things can happen. But I wouldn't try to game the system. There'll be people that I've heard people say, well, let's go just borrow up money, since government's going to destroy the currency and destroy debt anyway. Why don't we just go borrow a bunch of money and we'll have our debt wiped out when the dollar's wiped out? What typically happens, what you can expect to have happen, because governments and banks are twin sides of the same evil coin, they're not going to lose money. What they'll do is they'll just say, you know what, you owed us X amount of dollars before the dollar collapsed. In gold, that's X, and we're repricing the contract into gold. You didn't gain anything, right? They're not going to lose. So I wouldn't go greatly into debt thinking somehow the dollar's collapse is going to work in your favor. But if you hold a third of your assets in gold and silver, try to get a third of your assets into income producing real estate, whether that's agriculture or multifamily, something like that, and maybe a third in cash, split between the dollar and the Swiss franc or some other strong currency, you're probably in as good a position as you can be for either. We're kind of on a knife edge. We have these tectonic forces in play, and nobody knows if it's going to be massive devaluation, massive hyperinflation. I tend to believe it'll be massive deflation as a sharp shock, and then the government will overreact and do hyperinflation. So that's actually what I think is going to happen. So if you can position yourself in, kind of one third like that, you're in a really good shape no matter what happens.